Well, it turns out the answer isn't in what we're looking for, but in how we've been taught to look for it.
So yeah, let's start with this big idea, the purpose paradox. The issue isn't that you're somehow failing to find purpose. Nope. The real problem is that the way our culture thinks about purpose pretty much sets most of us up for anxiety and failure from the very beginning.
And this isn't just some vague feeling, It's a recognized psychological thing. Purpose anxiety is that specific stress that comes directly from the search. It's that immense pressure to try and figure out some huge secret mission for your life that you feel like everyone else has already found.
So, does any of this sound familiar? Maybe you find yourself jumping from job to job, just hoping the next one will finally be the one. Or maybe you're constantly fighting imposter syndrome, feeling like a fraud because you haven't got it all figured out. These are all classic signs that the pressure to find your purpose is really starting to get to you.
Okay, so where does all this pressure really come from? Well, the main culprit is our cultural obsession with what we can call a big P purpose. That one single earth shattering mission that we're all supposed to magically discover.
Let's break this down because it's a real game changer. The Big P purpose is all about a massive outcome, like cure a disease or end world hunger. The stakes are incredibly high, and honestly, it's a recipe for burnout. But on the other hand, you have Little P purpose. This is all about the process. Small, personal things you can do, like spreading a little kindness every day. The stakes are low, you can't really sail, and the result, just simple everyday joy.
And this is why shifting our focus is so incredibly powerful. Embracing the little p isn't about thinking smaller or settling for less. It's about building a way of life that's actually sustainable and deeply fulfilling. So look, here's why this approach just works. Little p, purpose, makes joy abundant. It's not this scarce resource you have to wait for at some distant finish line. It's authentic because it's based on what you genuinely love, not what other people think you should do. And you succeed every single time you just do the activity, which means way less anxiety and a life that's full of positive moments instead of future regrets. Hospice physician Dr. Jordan Grumet puts it absolutely perfectly. He says purpose isn't about some huge, monumental achievement. It's about finding meaning in those small, everyday moments that just light you up. That's it. That's the whole secret. Okay, so this all sounds good in theory, right?